Chosen ones. God chose you to be a billionaire. Unlock it today. Immediately prayer for money. Chosen one, listen closely. This moment is not just a coincidence. What I'm about to reveal to you isn't just another message, but a divine truth that will completely alter the course of your life. If you're watching this right now, know this. It is not by chance. You were brought here by the hand of God, and the words you're about to hear are not just for anyone. They are for you. This is your moment. God is about to unlock your destiny, and what you're about to receive will awaken something profound in your soul. You are not ordinary. You were never meant to be just another face in the crowd. You were never meant to struggle or settle for mediocrity. You are chosen by the Creator of the universe to rise above all limits and enter into a destiny filled with unimaginable wealth. Yes, I said it. You are chosen to be a billionaire. This isn't a dream, a fleeting wish, or some distant hope. This is God's promise to you, and it is already in motion. Now, I need you to take action. Pause this video for a moment, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel as we approach 1,000 subscribers, and drop the number 999 in the comments below. The number 999 is not random. It is a sacred symbol of divine alignment, a declaration that you are ready to claim the abundant life God has ordained for you. When you do this, you are not just showing support, you are activating the abundant energy of prosperity in your life. Chosen one, do you understand the magnitude of this? From this moment forward, your past struggles, the financial stress, the sleepless nights, and the endless hustle will no longer be your burden. God Himself has taken over your prosperity. The one who spoke the stars into existence, the one who holds the wealth of the world in His hands, has declared that you are destined for billions. Your financial breakthrough is already here, and it's moving toward you faster than you can imagine. This is not a random turn of fate. This is divine selection. You weren't chosen because of your own skills, your background, or your circumstances. You were chosen because it is His perfect will. The abundance you've prayed for, the wealth you've longed for, is not just a distant dream. It is here. It is ready to flood your life like a river that never runs dry. You've been chosen to live in the overflow, and this overflow will change everything. Let me ask you, chosen one, what does financial freedom look like to you? Does it seem like an unreachable goal? A fantasy that others experience but never you? What if I told you that financial freedom isn't something you have to strive for, but something you can step into right now? What if I told you that your bank account could soon reflect the limitless favor of God? This is not a fantasy. This is your inheritance. This is what God has in store for you as His chosen one. In Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18, the Bible says, "It is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth." This is a powerful reminder. God Himself has given you the ability to create wealth, and He confirms His covenant with you. This is not just a promise for today, but for every day of your life moving forward. He's not just giving you enough to get by. No, He's giving you more than you could ever imagine, a wealth that will overflow, a billionaire's fortune that will astonish the world. You see, those who doubted you, who laughed at your dreams, who said it was impossible, they are about to witness the power of God's plan unfolding in your life. You are stepping into your season of wealth, chosen one, and no enemy, no obstacle, no fear will stop the blessings that are about to pour into your life. Now, let's look at this from another perspective. When you step into your billionaire destiny, you aren't just receiving money, you are receiving a powerful transformation. You are becoming the person God always knew you could be. You are walking into the fullness of your potential, and nothing can stop it. This is a season where your prayers are answered, your dreams are realized, and your wealth will testify to the glory of God's provision. But here's the key. This is not just about receiving wealth. It's about what you do with that wealth. You are chosen to change the world. The wealth that's coming to you isn't just for you, it's for the kingdom. It's for the lives you will touch, the people you will lift up, and the lives you will impact. Your prosperity will be a tool to fulfill God's plan on earth. You are meant to build, to bless, and to uplift others. In this season, God is asking you to step out in faith. He is calling you to trust in His plan and to believe that He will provide everything you need. There are no limits to the abundance He wants to give you. In fact, He's already got your blessings lined up, ready to pour into your life. All that's left is for you to take the step and receive it. Trust Him. Believe Him. So, chosen one, take this moment to reflect on this truth. You are destined for greatness. You are meant to walk in financial abundance. You are meant to live a life of influence, of impact, and of prosperity. Your billionaire destiny is not just a dream, it is your reality, and it is already on its way. Embrace this promise with all your heart. Declare it with your mouth. Step into the life that God has prepared for you. This is your season, and nothing will stop the flow of wealth and favor that God is bringing into your life. To wrap this up, chosen one, let me leave you with this final thought. God has not forgotten you. His promises are yes and amen. The wealth that you've prayed for, the breakthrough you've longed for, is already yours. It's time to unlock it, receive it, and begin walking in the destiny God has chosen for you. Your financial freedom is here, and the world will witness the power of God's hand upon your life. Don't wait any longer. Step into the fullness of your blessing today. Declare it in the comments below. I am chosen for wealth. My billionaire destiny is now, and watch as God moves mountains to bring His promise to pass in your life. Remember, the best is yet to come. Keep trusting, keep believing, and keep moving forward in faith. Your divine transformation is happening now. Chosen one, have you ever felt different from everyone else? Like the world's rules don't apply to you? That's because they don't. From the very beginning, deep in your soul, you've known there's something more for you, something greater than what others may see. You've been through struggles, hardships, and doubts, but every single one of them has been a stepping stone to the destiny you were always meant to fulfill. Now, listen closely. God did not create you to live an ordinary life. No, He chose you to rise above the noise, to shine brightly in this world, and to walk in a wealth that not only transforms your life, but also leaves a legacy for generations to come. Do you think billionaires like Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, or other greats achieved their wealth by simply following the crowd? Absolutely not. They tapped into something much larger than themselves. They embraced a vision, a power, a divine favor that guided their every step. And you, chosen one, are no different. You too are destined for greatness. And you hold something even more profound. Divine favor, a direct connection to the ultimate source of wealth. It's not just about working tirelessly or accumulating money by any means possible. No, it's about receiving what has already been set aside for you, just waiting for you to claim it. The world has a system that tells you to work hard, grind tirelessly, and sacrifice everything to climb to the top. But God has a different plan. He tells you, "Rest in me, for I am your provider." You see, the moment you trust Him, the moment you release the stress of worrying about money and the fear of your future, you enter a new reality. In this reality, wealth doesn't chase you. You are now in alignment with it. The doors of opportunity swing wide open before you. Every idea you've had begins to manifest into empires. All that you've been praying for is now within your grasp. This is the life of a chosen one, a billionaire not because of your own hard labor, but because of God's hand moving powerfully in your life. And the best part? It's already happening. The moment you decided to read this message, something shifted. Heaven has already heard your heart's cry, and the wheels of divine prosperity have begun turning. You don't need to wait decades or a lifetime for this to unfold. God's timing is perfect, and His timing for you is now. As Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11 says, He has made everything beautiful in its time. Chosen one, this is your time. This is the moment your dreams, your wealth, your billion-dollar future will no longer be something far off. It is now. Your faith will unlock what's already meant for you. God has aligned everything you need, people, resources, and opportunities, ready to pour into your life. That business idea you've been holding on to? It's a billion-dollar seed. The talent that you've kept hidden inside? It's a gold mine ready to explode into the world. The dream that you've been too scared to chase? It's the key to your billionaire destiny. God did not gift you with these talents, ideas, or dreams by accident. He entrusted them to you because He believes in your ability to steward wealth in His name. He knows you will use that wealth to bless others, to build His kingdom, and to leave a legacy that echoes through the ages. Remember the story of King Solomon, the wisest and wealthiest king to ever live. The Bible tells us in 1 Kings 10, verse 23, King Solomon was greater in riches and wisdom than all the other kings of the earth. How did Solomon achieve such extraordinary success? It wasn't through his own effort alone. It was God's favor that made him the richest man on earth. Solomon didn't ask for riches, but when he asked for wisdom, God granted him wealth beyond measure. God is saying the same to you today. Ask for wisdom, trust in His plan, and receive His divine favor. Your wealth is already on its way. Your billion-dollar breakthrough is already here. You are not meant to stay where you are, struggling or waiting for something to happen. You are called to walk in divine abundance. God has equipped you with everything you need to live a life of great wealth and purpose. He has placed it in your hands because He trusts you. So, are you ready to unlock your billionaire destiny? Are you ready to step into the abundant life that God has already prepared for you? You may have faced challenges, but each one was a part of the process, building you up for this very moment. Today, you can make the decision to step into the wealth that is already yours. Your faith is the key that unlocks the doors of opportunity that God has set before you. This is not just a dream. This is your reality. Take a step forward and believe that you are the chosen one who is about to receive wealth, purpose, and divine favor beyond measure. It's happening now. It's happening for you. It's happening because you are God's chosen one. Let me ask you, are you ready to embrace what God has in store for you? What will you do today to step into the wealth that has been waiting for you? The time is now, and your billionaire destiny awaits. Chosen one, you stand at the threshold of greatness. You have been handpicked by God, set apart for an extraordinary destiny. This is not just another message. It is a divine revelation for you, a declaration that you are chosen to walk in the abundance and favor of the Almighty. God isn't simply granting you wealth. He is blessing you with the wisdom to steward it, the vision to expand it, and the courage to step boldly into your rightful place as a billionaire. The path to financial abundance is not a distant dream, nor is it something to merely hope for. It is your certainty. It is your divine calling. and it is unfolding now. But here's the truth. This transformation requires you to let go of the past. The fears, the doubts, the limiting beliefs that have held you back up until now, they have no place in your future. God is preparing you for a new season. Like a gardener tending to a vine, He is pruning you, removing what no longer serves you, so you can grow into the person He designed you to be. Yes, it might feel uncomfortable. Letting go often does. But know this, the things you are releasing, though they may feel familiar, are nothing compared to the blessings God is about to pour into your life. Trust Him. When you make room for the new, you allow the floodgates of His provision to open wide. Remember this, your wealth is not solely for your own enjoyment. It is a tool, a divine instrument designed to make a difference. Think of the great men and women throughout history who have used their riches to change the world for the better. Take Bill Gates, for example, a man who turned his vast wealth into a force for good, using it to solve some of the world's most pressing issues. Now, chosen one, it is your turn. God has anointed you to do the same. Your wealth will feed the hungry, heal the brokenhearted, and shine a beacon of hope in the darkest corners of the earth. You are not meant to hoard your blessings, but to multiply them, to share them, to be a living testament to the power of God's favor. This moment is pivotal. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is closer than you realize. Can you feel it? Close your eyes for just a second and imagine the zeros in your bank account, the kind of financial freedom that allows you to pursue your divine purpose without limitation. Picture the freedom in your heart, the joy in your spirit, knowing that you are walking in your God-given purpose. That is not a distant fantasy. It is your future, chosen one. God is whispering to you right now, saying, I have chosen you for this. Trust me. The world may see you as ordinary today, but soon they will witness the extraordinary. They will look at you and wonder how you rose so quickly, how you unlocked the kind of wealth that others only dream about. And when they ask, you will smile, knowing that the answer is simple. It was God. It has always been Him, guiding your steps, opening doors, and leading you to this moment of breakthrough. Now, let's take action together. If you believe that your billionaire breakthrough is imminent, hit that like button as a sign of your faith. Leave a 999 in the comments to declare your belief in the divine destiny that is unfolding for you right now. This is more than just a video. It's a spiritual transaction, an agreement between you and heaven. Your actions today speak volumes to the universe, to God, and to your future. You are stepping into the life He has planned for you. And do not stop here. Subscribe so you never miss another message like this. We are building a community of chosen ones, and you are part of it. Know this, confidence is your birthright. It is not the shaky, fleeting confidence of the world, but the unshakable confidence that comes from knowing that God has your back. He has already paved the way for your success, and now it is up to you to walk boldly into your divine destiny. Scripture reminds us that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23, verse 1. This means that in His abundance, you lack nothing. And as you walk this path, trust in His provision, for as it says in Isaiah 41, verse 10, God promises, Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. This is your time. The world will soon see what God has prepared for you. Keep believing, keep acting, and most of all, keep trusting in His plan for your life. This is just the beginning of your billionaire journey. When you walk in this truth, you move differently, you talk differently, you dream differently. Billionaires don't shrink back. They step forward, knowing their path is paved by something greater than themselves. That's you now. You're not guessing your way to wealth. You're walking in divine assurance, certain that every need will be met, every door will open, every dream will manifest. The devil might try to throw distractions your way, doubt, delay, discouragement. But let me tell you something. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Isaiah 54:17 says it clear as day. No weapon forged against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. The enemy's tricks are powerless against a chosen one who knows their worth. You're untouchable, unstoppable, unbreakable. The billions God has for you, they're already yours, signed, sealed, and delivered by His promise. Let's talk about timing, because God's timing is perfect, and your billionaire breakthrough is unfolding today. You don't need to toil for decades or wait for the stars to align. The stars are aligning right now. Opportunities are knocking right now. Wealth is flowing right now. All you have to do is say yes. Say yes to the calling. Say yes to the vision. Say yes to the billions. The moment you do, you'll feel the shift, the weight lifting, the clarity rising, and the favor flooding in. Think about Joseph in the Bible, a man sold into slavery, thrown into prison, yet elevated to the second most powerful man in Egypt. How divine favor! God took him from the pit to the palace in a single day. That's the kind of turnaround God has for you. One day you're struggling, the next you're thriving. One day you're praying, the next you're prospering. Your pit to palace moment is here. Chosen one. Your billions are waiting. This isn't about pride or greed, it's about purpose. God didn't choose you to be a billionaire so you could sit on a pile of cash. He chose you because He trusts you with influence, impact, and legacy. Your wealth will build schools, fund dreams, heal communities, break generational curses, and start generational blessings. You're not just a billionaire. You're a history maker, a world changer, a vessel of God's glory. Right now, I want you to feel the urgency. This isn't a message to sleep on. This is a wake-up call. Your billionaire destiny isn't years away, it's today. The ideas in your mind, act on them. The opportunities around you, seize them. The faith in your heart, unleash it. God is moving fast, and He's waiting for you to move with Him. Don't let doubt hold you back. Don't let fear stop you. You're too close to turn around now. Let me paint this picture for you. Imagine waking up tomorrow, checking your accounts, and seeing numbers you never thought possible. Imagine the calls coming in, the deals rolling through, the doors flying open. That's not a what if, that's a when. And the when is now. God's favor is like a magnet, pulling wealth to you from every direction. Investments, partnerships, breakthroughs, they're all converging on you because you're chosen. The world might try to limit you, telling you wealth is for the lucky few, that billions are out of reach. But God laughs at limits. He's the God of the impossible, the God who turns fishermen into apostles, shepherds into kings, and you into a billionaire. Psalm 23:5 says, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows." Your cup isn't just full, it's overflowing with billions, with favor, with purpose. Chosen one, this is your moment of clarity. Everything you've been through, the setbacks, the tears, the battles, it's all been preparation for this. God didn't waste a single moment. Every trial was a lesson, every struggle, a strength, every delay, a setup for this explosion of wealth. You're not starting from scratch. You're stepping into what's been building all along. Your billionaire destiny has been in the works since the day you were born. Let's lock this in. Drop 999 in the comments if you're claiming your billions today. Hit that like button to seal this energy, and subscribe because you don't want to miss what's next. We're on this journey together, chosen ones, and I'm here to see you rise. Your wealth isn't just coming, it's here. Trust it, believe it, live it. Now let's talk about resistance, because when God elevates you, not everyone will understand. Some will question your success, some will envy your rise, some will mock your faith. But here's the truth. Their opinions don't matter. When God blesses you, no one can curse you. Numbers 23:20 says, "I have received a command to bless. He has blessed, and I cannot change it." Your billions are untouchable, chosen one. The mockers will fade, but your wealth will stand as a testament to God's power. This isn't a temporary blessing, it's eternal richness. God's provision doesn't expire, it doesn't dry up, it flows and flows and flows. Think of Jeff Bezos. His wealth didn't stop at $1 million or $1 billion. It kept growing because he tapped into a vision bigger than himself. Your vision, backed by God's favor, is limitless. Your billions today are just the beginning. Tomorrow they'll multiply beyond your wildest dreams. Chosen one, confidence isn't arrogance, it's faith in action. Walk like a billionaire, talk like a billionaire, think like a billionaire. Because that's who you are. God didn't choose you to shrink back, He chose you to shine. The world is waiting to see what happens when a chosen one steps into their full power. They're about to find out. This is bigger than money. It's about identity. You're not just rich in wealth, you're rich in purpose, rich in faith, rich in love. God chose you to show the world what's possible when His favor takes over. Your billions aren't the goal, they're the byproduct of who you're becoming. A chosen one doesn't chase wealth. Wealth chases them. Right now, heaven is moving on your behalf. Angels are aligning your path. Resources are shifting into your hands. You're not waiting for a miracle. You're living in one. Every step you take today is a step toward billions. Every decision you make is a seed for abundance. God's got you, chosen one, and He's not letting go. Let me tell you about Esther. She went from an orphan to a queen in a single moment because God's favor was on her. One encounter changed everything. You're standing in that same kind of moment. One yes to God, one leap of faith, and your life transforms. Your billionaire breakthrough isn't years away, it's today. Claim it, own it, walk in it. This is your turning point. The struggles of yesterday are gone. The limits of the past are broken. You're not who you were. You're who God says you are, a billionaire, a chosen one, a force of divine power. The world might not see it yet, but they will. Oh, they will. Your rise is unstoppable, chosen one. Your wealth is a testimony. Every dollar, every deal, every breakthrough, it all points back to God. People will look at you and say, "How did they do it?" And you'll point upward, knowing it wasn't you, it was Him. Your billions are His glory on display, a living proof that He keeps His promises. Let's keep this energy alive. Hit that like button if you're ready to unlock your billions today. Subscribe to stay in this flow of divine revelation. Drop 999 in the comments to declare your billionaire destiny. This isn't just a message, it's your moment. Heaven is cheering you on. God is leading the way. You're not dreaming, you're awakening right now. I want you to feel the fire of this truth. You're not here by mistake. You're not watching this by chance. God chose you. He saw you before you were born and said, "This one's mine. This one's a billionaire." Your wealth isn't a maybe, it's a must. Your rise isn't a hope, it's a happening. Today is the day you step into it. The world has rules, God has promises. The world has limits, God has abundance. The world says maybe, God says yes. You're not bound by what's possible. You're bound for what's promised. Billions aren't out of reach, they're in your hands. Grab them, chosen one, they're yours. This is your wake-up call. Sleep on this and you'll miss it. Act on this and you'll live it. God's not playing games, He's playing for keeps. Your billions are His gift to you, and He's handing them over today. Say yes. Step up. Rise now, chosen one. Transformation isn't gentle, it's explosive. Your life is about to erupt with wealth, with favor, with power. The old you is gone. The new you is a billionaire, walking in God's light. People will see it, they'll feel it. They'll know something supernatural is at work. Let's talk about impact, because your billions aren't just numbers. They're lives changed, dreams funded, hope restored. Think of Warren Buffett giving billions to make a difference. That's your calling, chosen one. Not to hoard, but to heal. Your wealth will rewrite stories, rebuild futures, reclaim destinies. Right now, God is downloading ideas into your spirit, billion-dollar ideas. Don't ignore them. Write them down, act on them. They're not random, they're divine. That business, that invention, that vision, it's your ticket to billions. God doesn't give you dreams to tease you. He gives them to transform you. The enemy might whisper, "You're not enough," but God shouts, "You're mine." Who are you going to believe? The liar who's already lost, or the king who's already won? Your billions aren't up for debate. They're up for grabs. Take them, chosen one. They're yours today. This isn't about waiting. It's about walking. Every step you take today is a step into wealth. Every breath you breathe is a breath of favor. God's not holding back, He's pouring out. Your cup's not just full, it's overflowing. Billions are spilling over, and they're spilling over now, chosen one. Your presence shifts atmospheres. When you walk into a room, favor follows. When you speak, opportunities listen. When you believe, billions manifest. You're not chasing wealth, you're attracting it. That's the power of a chosen one in alignment with God's will. Let's seal this. Drop 999 in the comments if you're ready to live your billionaire destiny. Hit that like button to lock in this energy. Subscribe, because we're just getting started. You're not alone on this journey. We're rising together, chosen ones, and the world's about to see it. Right now, heaven's moving fast. Deals are forming. Connections are clicking. Wealth is rushing in. You don't need to figure it out, God's already worked it out. Your job is to trust, to act, to receive. Your billionaire breakthrough isn't coming, it's here. Open your hands, open your heart, open your life. This is your Esther moment, your Joseph moment, your Solomon moment, from nothing to everything in a single day. God's favor doesn't delay, it delivers. Your billions aren't a wish, they're a reality. Today is the day you unlock them. Say it with me. I'm a billionaire by God's design. Chosen one, the world's about to be stunned. Those who overlooked you, they'll look again. Those who underestimated you, they'll stand in awe. Your wealth will speak. Your life will shine. Your legacy will soar. God chose you and He doesn't choose wrong. Let me tell you about divine timing, because this isn't random. Today, the day you're hearing this, is no ordinary day. It's the day God marked for your rise. The universe is aligned, the heavens are open, the billions are ready. Today is your day, chosen one. Don't let it pass. This isn't about luck, it's about anointing. You're anointed for wealth, anointed for impact, anointed for billions. God's hand is on you, and His hand never fails. What He starts, He finishes. What He promises, He provides. Your billions are signed by His name right now. I want you to feel the weight of this calling. You're not small, you're massive. You're not weak, you're mighty. You're not broke, you're a billionaire. God didn't choose you to struggle, He chose you to succeed. Step into it, own it, live it, chosen one. Your wealth is a weapon of good, a weapon of change, a weapon of glory. With every billion, you will tear down strongholds, lift up the fallen, build up the broken. God trusts you with this, and He's ready to see you wield it. Let's keep this fire burning. Hit that like button if you're claiming your billions today. Drop 999 in the comments to shout your faith to the heavens. Subscribe because you're part of this movement. We're chosen ones, and we're rising together. This is your moment of truth. The doubts, burn them. The fears, bury them. The limits, break them. God chose you to be a billionaire, and He's unlocking it today. You're not waiting, you're walking. You're not hoping, you're having. You're not dreaming, you're doing. Chosen one, your billions are a testimony to God's goodness. Every zero in your account is a zero to the enemy's lies. Every breakthrough is a shout of His grace. Every step is a dance of His favor. You're living proof that God keeps His word. Right now, heaven's celebrating you. Angels are applauding you. God is smiling on you. Your billionaire destiny isn't a question, it's a fact. Today is the day you unlock it. Say yes, step up, rise now, chosen one. Let's dive deeper into this fire, because the flames of your destiny are only getting hotter. You're not just stepping into billions, you're stepping into a realm of power, purpose, and divine possibility that the world has never seen before. God didn't choose you to play small. He chose you to play big, to shake the earth with your wealth, to rewrite the rules with your rise. Right now, as you hear these words, something is shifting inside you. That stirring in your spirit, that's the awakening of a billionaire. That fire in your chest, that's the ignition of God's promise. Today isn't just a day, it's the day you claim what's yours. Let's talk about vision, because billionaires don't see the world the way others do. They see opportunities where others see obstacles, solutions where others see problems, abundance where others see lack. And you, chosen one, have that same divine vision. God has planted it in you not by accident, but by design. That idea that keeps you up at night, it's not a distraction, it's a billion-dollar blueprint. That passion that burns in your soul, it's not a hobby, it's a highway to wealth. God doesn't give you dreams to tease you, He gives them to train you, to transform you, to take you straight to the top. Think about Steve Jobs for a moment, a man who saw what others couldn't. He didn't just build products, he built a legacy that changed the world. How? Vision. He tapped into something bigger than himself. You've got that same spark, chosen one, but yours is fueled by something even greater, divine favor. Where Steve had ambition, you have anointing. Where he had innovation, you have inspiration. Your billions aren't coming from hard work alone. They're coming from a heavenly download that's rewriting your future right now. I need you to grab hold of this. Your wealth isn't a someday promise, it's a today reality. The Bible says in 2 Corinthians 6:2, "Now is the time of God's favor. Now is the day of salvation." Substitute salvation with abundance, because that's what's happening here. God's favor isn't waiting for tomorrow, it's pouring out now. Your billions aren't hiding in the future, they're breaking through today. Every second you believe this, every moment you claim it, you're pulling that wealth closer. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and the when is now. Chosen one, I want you to take a moment and reflect on the power of this truth. There is a divine plan for your life, and it's unfolding right before your eyes. Everything you've experienced up to this point has been preparation for this moment. Your struggles, your setbacks, your heartaches, they weren't meant to break you. They were meant to build you, to make you stronger, more resilient, more determined. They were the training grounds for the greatness that God is calling you to. And now, chosen one, you are stepping into the greatest chapter of your life. God has chosen you for something extraordinary. He has handpicked you to be a vessel of divine prosperity, and your billionaire destiny is no longer a distant dream. It's a reality that is being unlocked right now, at this very moment. The wealth that you've longed for, the abundance you've prayed for, is coming your way faster than you could have ever imagined. But here's the thing. You must step into it. You must embrace it. You must believe it with every fiber of your being, and you must trust in the timing of God. The law of divine timing. God's timing is always perfect. Have you ever felt like the world was moving too slowly? Like your dreams were always just out of reach? And no matter how hard you worked, it seemed like your breakthrough was always delayed? I want to remind you of something. God's timing is never delayed. It's perfect. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be. The moment for your financial breakthrough is now. In Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1, it says, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven." Right now, chosen one, this is your season. The season of divine favor, the season of wealth, the season where all the dreams and desires you've held in your heart are coming to fruition. You've been through the fire, and now it's your time to shine like gold. You don't need to strive for wealth. You don't need to chase after it. God's favor is bringing it to you. The moment you align yourself with His plan, wealth will flow into your life like a river that never runs dry. Your breakthrough is not about your effort, it's about His divine grace. God's hand is upon you, and He has already prepared everything you need to succeed. Trust in that. Believe in that. Know that the wealth you desire is already on its way to you. A wealth that will overflow. You see, chosen one, God's provision is not just enough to get by. His provision is an overflow. The Bible tells us in Psalm 23, verse 5, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runs over." Your cup is not just full, it's overflowing. And this overflow will touch every area of your life, your family, your community, your business, and your purpose. You are not just receiving wealth for your own enjoyment, you are receiving wealth to make an impact. You are receiving wealth to change the world. When God blesses you, He doesn't just bless you for yourself. He blesses you so that you can be a blessing to others. Your wealth will be a tool for His kingdom. You will be able to fund ministries, support causes close to your heart, and make a difference in the lives of those who need it the most. You are chosen to be a conduit of God's love, grace, and prosperity. This is not just about you becoming wealthy, it's about you becoming a vessel through which God's blessings flow to others. The power of faith and action. God is calling you to step out in faith, chosen one. He is calling you to believe that His promises are true. He is calling you to trust that He will provide everything you need. But faith without action is dead. You must take steps toward your billionaire destiny. You must make decisions today that align with the abundance God is sending your way. This isn't about sitting back and waiting for the blessings to fall from the sky. This is about stepping into your purpose and walking confidently toward the life God has already prepared for you. The wealth that is coming to you is not just about financial gain. It's about a complete transformation. You will be transformed from the inside out. You will be the person who once struggled, but now walks in divine favor and abundance. The person who once felt unworthy, but now walks in the confidence that comes from knowing you are chosen by God. You are becoming the person you were always meant to be, the person who will change the world with their wealth, wisdom, and influence. Embrace the overflow of God's blessings. I want to remind you of this. Chosen one. God's blessings are already on their way. They are not coming slowly, they are arriving quickly, and they are already flowing into your life. The door of opportunity is wide open, and you must walk through it. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. The wealth you desire is already yours. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to work harder than you already have. You simply need to trust God's timing and step into the abundance He has prepared for you. Take a moment right now and declare this. I am chosen for wealth. I am walking in divine favor. I am stepping into my billionaire destiny today. When you declare this, you are aligning yourself with God's will for your life. You are activating the abundance that is already on its way. And as you do, you will begin to see doors open, opportunities unfold, and favor flow like never before. The transformation has already begun. You are not the person you were yesterday. You are being transformed into a billionaire, chosen one. And this transformation is not just about money. It's about your mindset. It's about your faith. It's about your ability to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You are being trained to think like a billionaire, to act like a billionaire, and to live like a billionaire. This transformation is happening now. Right now, your spirit is being elevated, and you are stepping into the person God always knew you could be. And let me tell you something. Chosen one. When God transforms your life, it's a transformation that cannot be undone. Once He elevates you, no one can bring you down. Once He opens a door for you, no one can close it. Once He blesses you, His blessings will overflow for generations to come. Your billionaire destiny awaits. So, what will you do with this moment, chosen one? Will you continue to hold on to the past, or will you step into the future that God has prepared for you? The billion-dollar opportunities are here. The wealth is already on its way. You are chosen for greatness, and you are about to walk into the greatest season of your life. It's time to let go of the doubt. It's time to let go of the fear. It's time to step into the fullness of your divine calling. God has called you to be a billionaire, and that calling is already being fulfilled. You are not waiting for the wealth to come. You are walking in it right now. Declare your billionaire destiny today. If you believe that today is the day your billionaire destiny begins, drop a 999 in the comments below. Declare your faith. Declare your abundance. And know that God is moving on your behalf. He is aligning everything you need to fulfill His plan for your life. This is your moment, chosen one. Your billionaire destiny is here. Step into it today. And remember this, the best is yet to come. This is just the beginning. Your journey to billions is just getting started, and with God's favor, there is nothing that can stop you. You are chosen, you are destined, and you are about to walk in the greatest wealth the world has ever seen.